Distractions are the enemy of greatness. Bruce Lee once said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the few things that matter most with relentless attention. Focus turns effort into achievement. Peter Drucker, the father of modern management, said, "There is nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all." Many people stay busy, but few stay focused. Newport, author of Deep Work, explains, "Clarity about what matters provides clarity about what does not. Busyness wastes energy. Focus multiplies it." Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." This isn't about negativity. It's about the strategic allocation of your most finite and precious resource, your attention. In a world overflowing with distractions and so-called once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, the ability to say no is a superpower. It's the discipline to protect your energy for the one thing that truly matters. Think of it like a laser. Diffused light is weak, but when focused into a single beam, it can cut through steel. Your focus is that laser. Wealth is not built by chasing every opportunity. It's built by focusing on one path long enough to master it. This is the principle of deep work. Instead of spreading yourself thin across a dozen ventures, you go all in on one. You commit to becoming so good they can't ignore you. This path of mastery is often lonely and always demanding. It requires thousands of hours of deliberate practice, pushing past the frustrating plateaus where most people give up. While the dabbler collects hobbies and minor wins, the master collects skills that compound into undeniable value and inevitably immense wealth. Grant Cardone adds, "Obsession isn't a disease, obsession is a gift." Society might tell you to seek balance, to dial it back. But the truly successful know that greatness is born from a healthy imbalance. It's born from an all-consuming obsession that fuels you when simple motivation fades. It's thinking about your goals when you wake up, while you're in the shower, and as you fall asleep. This obsession is the engine that drives you to work later, to make one more call, to refine your craft one more time. It is the fire within that refuses to be extinguished by doubt or fatigue. When you're obsessed and focused, money flows. It flows not by magic, but as a natural consequence of the immense value you create. Money is simply a measure of that value. When your focus is absolute and your obsession is relentless, you become a force of nature in your industry. The market has no choice but to reward you. Wealth stops being something you chase. It becomes something you attract. It is the inevitable result of your unwavering commitment to a single, focused, and obsessive pursuit of greatness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Happiness isn't about endless options. It's about focusing on gratitude, on the present, on what matters most. Sharma says, "An addiction to distraction is the death of creative production." Happiness requires focus on relationships, health, growth, not noise. Les Brown reminds us, "You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great." This single truth is the antidote to the paralysis of perfectionism. So many brilliant ideas wither and die, not because they were flawed, but because they were never born. The fear of not being good enough is a self-imposed prison, but the first step, no matter how small or clumsy, is an act of liberation. It's the moment you declare that your future is more powerful than your fear. It's the first rep, the first line of code, the first call. That is where greatness finds its first breath. But getting started is not enough. You must stay focused long enough to finish. In a world engineered for distraction, focus is a superpower. The allure of the new, the constant ping of notifications, the siren song of multitasking, these are the enemies of mastery. Being busy is not the same as being productive. True progress isn't made by starting 10 things, it's made by finishing one. Discipline is the art of directing your power, of channeling every ounce of your potential toward a single defined target until you break through. It's about choosing depth over breadth and commitment over curiosity. Eric Thomas says, "Don't cry to quit. You already in pain, you already hurt. Get a reward from it." That pain, the burn in your muscles, the mental fatigue, the sting of sacrifice, is a sunk cost. You've already paid it. Quitting doesn't give you a refund, it simply invalidates the investment. The only way to redeem that struggle is to see it through to the end. The pain is the process, the evidence that you are stretching beyond your limits. It's the forge where your character is hardened. Don't run from it. Lean into it and demand the reward you've earned. Focus allows hard work to compound instead of scatter. Think of it like this. Scattered effort is like trying to dig a dozen shallow holes. Focused effort is digging one hole deeper and deeper until you strike gold. Each day of consistent focused action doesn't just add to what you did yesterday, it multiplies it. This is the unstoppable momentum that builds empires, creates masterpieces, and forges legacies. It's the small, daily deposits of discipline that grow into an extraordinary fortune of success. Your focus is the interest rate on your effort. Make it count. Eliminate distractions. Silence notifications, limit apps. Prioritize the top 3 tasks daily. Everything else is noise. Use deep work blocks. Work in 60-90-minute sprints. Say no more often. Protect your attention like treasure. Rest and recharge. A tired mind cannot focus deeply. From the pantheon of legends, their wisdom echoes, the song of focus. Bruce Lee taught us its power. He didn't just teach fighting, he taught living with laser focus, concentrating all energy into a single point. His one-inch punch wasn't brute strength, but perfectly channeled intent. He urged us to be like water, adaptable and relentless. This is focus, clearing the non-essential so the essential can manifest with explosive force. The father of modern management, Peter Drucker, drew the line between being busy and being effective. He revealed that efficiency without direction is useless. You can work at light speed, but if you're on the wrong tasks, you're just running in place. Focus is the compass. It forces the critical question, is this the most important thing I can do? True productivity isn't doing more. It's doing more of what matters. In our distracted age, Newport named this superpower, deep work. It's the ability to focus without distraction on a demanding task, entering a state of flow where you push your limits and create real value. This is the opposite of the shallow work that fills our days, the emails, the scrolling, the notifications. To achieve anything great, you must carve out sacred, uninterrupted time to go deep. This is where mastery is forged. Warren Buffett built an empire on this principle. He proved that wealth comes from saying no. His 25/5 rule is a masterclass in focus. List your top 25 goals, circle the 5 most important, and then ruthlessly avoid the other 20. They are not secondary priorities. They are the enemy, the seductive distractions that will sabotage your greatest ambitions. Success is the discipline to commit fully to the vital few. Cardone takes this intensity to the next level, reminding us that obsession is focus amplified. For Cardone, average is a failing formula. To get extraordinary results, you need an obsessive focus, a total, all-consuming commitment to your goal. It's the 10x mindset, setting massive targets and taking massive action. This obsession crowds out all doubt and fear, becoming the fuel that drives you past any obstacle. This wisdom is ancient. 2,000 years ago, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius explained that focus of the mind brings strength. He taught that our power lies not in controlling events, but in controlling our perception of them. By focusing inward, on your thoughts and principles, you build an inner citadel, a fortress of tranquility that no external chaos can breach. This is the ultimate focus, mastering your own mind to become unshakable. Leadership guru Sharma warns us that distraction is the death of creativity. Every notification, every ping, fragments your attention and depletes your cognitive bandwidth. Creativity requires mental space and sustained attention to connect ideas. Distraction shatters that space, keeping you on the surface where no real innovation can happen. To create work that matters, you must fiercely protect your focus as your most valuable asset. And when the journey gets hard, motivational masters Les Brown and Eric Thomas reminded us that focus turns pain into progress. They teach us to focus through hardship, not run from it. To channel the hurt, the disappointment, the struggle into fuel. The focus isn't on the setback, it's on the comeback. It's the voice that says, this pain will not break me, it will build me. This is how you transform wounds into weapons. The message is clear. Distraction is cheap, easy, and it will cost you your dreams. Focus is priceless. It is the currency of genius, the bedrock of mastery. So block out the noise, say no to the trivial. Narrow your vision like an archer seeing only the bullseye. Lock onto your target with unshakable obsession. Let everything else fade away. Because in the race of life, the person who focuses will always outrun the person who dabbles. The focused individual builds momentum until they are an unstoppable force. Choose focus. Choose mastery. Choose your destiny. If this video sharpened your focus, smash like, comment focus wins, and subscribe for more weekly motivation. Because your future depends on what you focus on today.